Nadia, Gotham Geek Girl here. Nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you. How are you?
Good, good. So excited. We're here for the upcoming release for the home entertainment release for Alien Romulus. It was one of my favorite movies this summer. It was so good. You play the badass pilot Navarro. You were so brave, such a badass, even with the dope haircut. This was actually your first major motion picture. Can you tell us what it was like preparing for the role, shaving your head, learning how to pilot a spacecraft, and wearing a face hugger?
Oh my God. Yeah, so I'll start with the haircut because, the poster and everything. I actually started shaving my head back in 2019. I just, I had long hair my whole life, and I'm like, I grew up with a older brother who I'm very close with. So, like, the tomboyish energy in me hated having hair. Um, but when I stepped on set, I had like something similar to what I have now, like a shaggy mullet. And then Fede came in during a makeup test before we started shooting, and he looked at me in the mirror and he was like, "Shave it off, shave it all off, buzz cut." Like what she looks like in her headshots. And I was like, yes. And everybody was like, no, hair. Aileen, how do you feel? Are you okay? Are you sad that he's shaving your head? And I'm like, no, I love the shaved head. Yeah, it's just so clean, and I think it really defines the character and what she represents. This kind of no bullshit, let's get what needs to be done, and let's get out of here. Yeah, she's a very practical person, but I think at the same time sentimental, and I think all of that comes through the film because of how much conversation we had on set with Fede about who this person is and where they come from and their backstory, who raised them. But yeah, prepping, there wasn't much prep because like I got to Budapest literally 2 weeks after I sent in my first self tape. So the whole process was very fast moving, and we started shooting almost right away and only had one rehearsal where we just went through that beginning scene with all six of us, like sat in the trailer telling Rain what's about to happen. We did that scene over and over again in that one rehearsal that we had, and in the moment we were all kind of like, we're doing this scene nonstop. Well, what's going on? Are we gonna have more rehearsals? And I think as we started shooting, we realized, oh, that was really just to like get us on the train of like, okay, we're gonna we're gonna build this ensemble energy together, and see how we work with each other on our feet, and how we take notes, how we throw ideas back and forth. And it all happened so organically as we started filming it.
Yeah, you all had a great chemistry together. And you had one of the most iconic scenes with the X-rays of your insides. It was really cool. Your death, I would say, to me, was the most notable death with the chest buster scene where the xenomorph literally bursts from your chest and it causes the plane to crash into the Romulus hangar. Can you tell us what your experience was like shooting this scene and playing such a horrifying death?
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, it was actually very technical, right? It's a whole sequence of like, she wakes up, she stumbles onto the ship, she knows something is not right with Andy. The only thing the only person she placed her trust in is Bjorn, who just keeps telling her to undock, fly away from here. And she's not really thinking straight. I think she just woke up from like the worst nightmare of her life. She doesn't really know if what really happened did really happen. And and then it kicks in the sensations of, oh my God, there's a foreign thing living inside my body. It's in my chest. And then, right, remembering I stole the X-ray from the station. Okay, give me that. I'm gonna see if my worst nightmare is coming true as I'm trying to get away from this ship, falling onto the ground. Yeah, that first bit was really fun because the torch actually lights up. So I have like buttons that I get to play with. The X-ray, the actual creature in my chest that we see is CGI, but they did put a prosthetic piece over my chest that they could pump with a balloon so that it looked like something was pushing its way, trying to push his way out. I fall to the ground and start thrashing, and my foot kicks the corbellin lever, and that was one day. And then the next day was the whole chest, the actual bursting out, which I had to wear like a huge fake torso as like a front backpack, and the prosthetic team connected it at my collarbone, and we had the puppeteer team come in as well. Alec Gillis and his his people were so amazing. I mean, they're the real masters of their craft, you know. They've worked on so many previous Alien films, and just getting to see how excited they are to have their creature, their baby, be featured, and um watching it all come together, feeding it through the fake torso, and then having the chest, the rib cages pop open. That was a lot of fun. A lot of blood, a lot of lube, a lot of fake foam that I had to hold in my mouth. And then the last day was, she's already dead, and we see the wound that is left open, and the creature is nowhere to be seen.
And lastly, not only you're an actor, but a director, writer, producer, NYU grad. How does your filmmaking background and experience help you prepare when you're on set as an actress?
I think all the different roles that I like to dabble in film really contributes to like this mindfulness that I try to bring on to every set that I'm on, regardless of whether I'm producing, directing, writing, or acting. Just having that knowledge and awareness and the language to be aware of like what every department's job looks like, how much it takes to make a film happen. Yeah, I think it makes me show up with a lot more generosity, and uh, just, if everyone just tries their best, the film actually flourishes very easily. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Stop
you.
playing around, man. Just get up.
I'm not playing around. There's something in the water.
What do you mean there's something in the
No,
water?
there's just something in the fucking water.